Welcome back, everybody, to Desert Valley Blitz. This is a Week 9 wrap-up, and today we got a real special guest, a guy we've been chasing for a couple of weeks here. He has probably the top team in the Valley, 8-0 record after last week. Head coach of Palm Springs Indians, Mr. Daryl Gore. Thanks for coming in, Coach.
Thanks.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
So you're off to an awesome start. I mean, you can't get better than 8-0. Every one you've won, you've won. You can only win the ones that are on your schedule, and you've done that. So congratulations on a fast start, Coach. What are you happy about this season? How do you think that the season's progression from your point of view?
The kids have I like the success we've had is from the work they've put in. And that's one thing I really appreciate the kids. And I tell them all the time, I appreciate you guys putting that work in because it shows. Now it shows from week to week.
Yeah, you guys, I mean, last year you guys kind of got us to a slower start because of injuries. But with basically the same team, you guys have come out and played the hardest schedule and 8-0, man. So that's a testament to your coaching and your staff, man. That's a great job, man. Speaking of a great job, I mean, this week, Coach, when Xavier came to your place, highly contested game, a lot of hype about Xavier, and you guys put a blanket on him, 26-0. Tough defense, and you guys came out and shut them out. Offense that had some weapons, but you guys did a great job. What did you attribute your success to last week?
Oh, well, one thing, our defense has been getting better from week to week.
Mm-hmm.
So, and shutting them out, we've been trying to do that to everybody. Coach Brown really preaches that.
Right.
It just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Kids really worked. They've been working. We've been taking the mentality one game at a time. And it's like, what we've done is done. We always go back to that first game of the season. First game of the season, kids really wanted to play. You know, they hadn't been hitting nobody else.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we take that mentality.
Yeah.
That's the mentality we take. Hey, this is just like the first game of the season.
Yeah.
You know, we going right in it.
I love
we
that.
0-0. First game, let's get after it. Same energy.
It seems like the kids really bought into that because they have been repeating it all year.
Yeah.
They
try to bring that same energy.
Yeah.
We was a little down a little bit. I think so. Against Shadow, we knew Shadow had got some kids suspended. So
yeah.
I think the kids kind of like, okay.
Little let down.
Yeah, a little let down a little bit. But we got back at it this week, this past week.
Yeah.
That, hey, got to have that same energy. First game of the year. And they bought into it. They doing what they do.
You guys ran the ball very well. I mean, it was fun seeing you guys lean on those running backs a little bit. And of course, Bishop Miller did his thing. But it was nice to see you guys. I mean, it was run after run after run there first half.
We try to keep it out the game even, you know, but yeah, we want to run it.
Yeah.
We want to run it. We want to figure out a way we can run it. We go in, we're going to run it, but how we're going to run it, it might be a little different than the previous week.
So same action, different look or something like that.
Yeah.
Keep it simple for the kids, but it looks different. It looks different to the defense.
We try to, exactly. We keep it simple for the linemen. It's the same. It's
formations are different, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where it's coming from might be a little different.
Yeah, well, it showed. I mean, you guys ran the ball, man. You controlled the clock, you know, with that running game, which I mean, that was kind of how you guys blanked them, I think, because you guys kept your offense on the field.
On the field.
And the running backs, Koa did a really good job. Tank Smith filling in for Johnson. You guys have a nice little stable of backs.
Yeah.
To lean on.
They do a real good job. They run forward a little bit.
Yeah, and you can tell down in Koa, that guy gets going downhill.
Yeah,
man. I wouldn't want to tackle that guy, man.
He's a little man.
Yeah.
When he gets going, man.
We tell the linemen just put a hat on a hat and let the running back just get them to the line of scrimmage.
Right.
And they'll figure out a way to get a few more yards.
Right. And I think perhaps the biggest impressive thing for me when I was watching your film is the defense looks like it's playing better and better every week. I mean, they were flying around this week, you know, and I think we saw them live against the Quinta. They looked really good, but this week they were to the ball. You were getting 9 guys to the ball and snap certain plays. I mean, that's going to be going forward. If you guys are going to make a run, I think that's the unit that's going to
They are getting better.
Take you there.
They're getting better. We put this defense in against La Quinta, and I was skeptical about it, you know.
Right.
And I told Coach Brown, I'm like, you sure you want to run this? Yeah, I think we do this. We do this. And we end up winning against Quinta.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay. He's like, the kids are learning. And I'm like, okay, we gonna stay with the same defense and get shot. Yeah, we gonna stay with the defense. I trust him.
Yeah.
I trust him. I've been with him a long time.
Been doing it a long time.
You know, so I trust him. And even last week, I'm like, okay, I think we need to change. Let's get back to it. No, I think we can stay with the same defense. And even after the game, he's like, the kids are really liking this defense. They really buying into it. And he tells me, I never thought I'd be running this.
Yeah.
You know, it's just the formation of the defense.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, me neither. But it's working.
It's working, Coach.
Yeah,
if it ain't broke, why fix
That's
it, right?
it, you know?
mean, you guys shut out a pretty good offense. And just watching you guys on film, it looks like it was faster than what I saw a couple weeks ago. So
yeah, they learning it. They really learning it. Brown knows I always
He's a great coach.
been questioning him for forever. When we was just assistants, so when we was just assistants for Fade, he's the defensive coordinator, and I coached the secondary. So we would always, but
meetings, meeting fights and stuff
that's
like
it,
that.
yeah. So, but I learned to trust him.
Right.
I learned to trust him.
And that's years of just working together, right?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing to watch, man. It really is. Man.
Thank you.
He likes to take away what they do best, right? And then if they're going to beat us, they're going to do something that they're not good at. So that's what I took away from when I coached with them.
Oh, yeah,
that one time.
Yeah, that's his main thing. We still get into a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, because, you know, he watches a ton of film too.
Mm-hmm.
And his thing is, well, they do this. I said, well, okay, what if they do this? Oh, they don't really do that. That's what he tells me. You know, like, well, what if they do this?
Yeah.
You know, we have those kind of little arguments and stuff.
As any good staff does.
That's fun.
There's always some good fights that nobody knows about behind closed doors on any good staff. So, but we'll keep those to ourselves.
Well, it worked last week. So.
Yeah, absolutely. But it doesn't get any easier, right? I mean, this week you got Palm Desert coming in. I mean, it's going to be another battle. That defense is also pretty good. Watching them on film, what are you kind of expecting? Looking forward to Palm Desert this week?
I think it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a hard-nosed game. I think it'll come down to the fourth quarter. I always say if we do what we capable of, we gonna be hard to beat. But I know Palm Desert got that defense over there.
Yeah,
and,
they're good up front.
Yeah,
they're good up front.
I haven't seen them that much this year. You know, I've watched a film of their game, but I was watching the team. We was getting ready to play.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But I know they mostly have the same guys they had from last year.
Yeah.
So,
they got 9 seniors on that defense.
Those 2 defensive ends are
so they're pretty big. They're pretty.
So I know
big
those front 4 guys is really tough.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah, they're going to give you your offensive side a little bit more work this week, but I mean, I'm sure you guys will be prepared. But
the good news is they run the same defense pretty much week to week, so there's no surprises. It's just
that's what they do. Huh?
That's what they do.
Okay, we'll try to figure something out.
Yeah,
I'm sure you'll be ready, Coach. You'll be ready. But hey, we're going to be rooting for you, man. I think you're close to running the table here. We don't want to jinx anything. You got to take them one game at a time. But you guys have shown that you guys are the top team in the Valley right now, and by earning it, not just by people talking about it. You guys have came out there and done your thing. So we're going to be rooting for you. I think you're going to have a long playoff run, and we're going to be there every step of the way this year, Coach.
Thank you.
Covering it, and we thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Appreciate you guys.
All right, Coach. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're going to get back to the Week 9 wrap-up right after a word from our sponsors. Looking to upgrade your home? Tile Designs by Fina is your one-stop destination for beautiful flooring, hard surfaces, and countertops. From timeless design, modern styles, they've got the perfect look for every room. Stop by today and transform your space with Tile Designs by Fina. Let's design together. Welcome back, everybody, to Desert Valley Blitz Week 9 wrap-up. We're already in Week 9.
It's almost over.
Crazy. We're only got 2 left.
What are we gonna do?
I'm gonna be bored. But looking at the game of the week that we both attended to, Coach, Coachella Valley and Yucca Valley.
That was a good one.
It was a great time, man. Yeah. Shout out to Coach Johnson and Raquel over there at Coachella Valley
for having us.
For hooking us up and getting us those media passes, and it was well worth it because we got to see a heck of a game, right, Coach?
Yeah, a lot of offensive firepower. Ivan Garza, man, he was on fire. He came out hot, 65-yard touchdown, and then Did he throw 5 touchdowns after that?
Something like that. It was in the first half, I believe.
It was just nice pinpoint accuracy with those balls. And Bill Johnson does a great job with quarterbacks. It seems like they always have a quarterback over there. So
right.
It was fun to see it in person. And shout out to Yucca. They did what they could. But they came out a little flat a little bit. And Coachella was ready to play, man. Their coaches had those boys ready to go when they came out that locker room. And it shows, man. They put up some points. So.
Yeah. That running back had a heck of a night too, right?
Ivan
Camargo.
Yeah, because they had a little injury to the quarterback, and they had to start leaning on the running back, and lean on him. They did. I mean, they gave him the ball over and over again, and he just continued to get 4 or 5 yards a pop. Sometimes he'd break a 20-yard run. I was watching, I was like, he's got to at least have like 200 yards. I even asked him after the game. He's like, yeah, it could be high 180, 190, but maybe 2. And then I look in the paper, he's got like 260, 270.
260.
Yeah, he had
Wow.
a great game. I was like, it's way over 200. But
That's a great game, man.
Yeah. I mean, hats off to them, man. They can throw it and run it. And their defense, though, I thought was the
second
standout.
half. Second half, that was the difference in the game.
Yeah,
right?
the defense really showed up for Coachella and kind of stymied and frustrated the offense of Yucca and really had an answer for anything they were trying to do. And they couldn't really solve Aiden Pope, though. I mean, he's a...
I don't think anybody can, Coach.
Man, I've never seen him.
That guy's pretty good, man.
I mean, I was there at the La Quinta Yucca game, and he did catch a fade at the end of the game. I really didn't notice him too much then, but standing on that sideline and watching him play, you really get a feel how good an athlete he is, man.
Yeah.
He can take that ball at any moment and score. I mean, that play he made, I told him, man, it was one of the nicest high school football plays I ever made. Going over the middle, as a receiver going over the middle, you're thinking you're going to hit in the ribs.
Yeah.
Safety's got you. You're looking at the quarterback. The ball's high, so he's got to jump up for it, and he just goes up one-handed, snags it. And not only does he make the catch, he lands, continues to outrun the whole defense of the sideline and scores. It was really fun to watch.
Play of the year candidate for sure.
Yeah,
play of the year. That was great.
Yeah,
great
sometimes
play,
that ball
man.
just sticks. You throw a hand up there and it just sticks. It stuck that night, man. Because it was a high. You couldn't tell on the replay, but it was a high pass. It was he jumped high up there to get it. And, great play, man.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Aiden Pope still first half had a great first half. Shout out to Coach Escobar, the defensive coordinator for Coachella, though. He made some adjustments.
He did.
They threw a bracket on him in the second half and really slowed him down.
Kind of frustrated him a little bit.
You're never going to totally stop a guy like that, but it at least slowed him down a little bit to where it kind of took him off his rhythm. So Coachella had a really good plan for him in that second half.
They did a good job, man. It was fun. It was fun. Good high school football game.
Yeah.
Man.
Yucca came out, a little flat. And I think to me, the difference was that last drive for Yucca in the second half where they got to the one and didn't score. Because that flipped the win completely.
Yeah.
Coachella was a little bit out in front already, 2 scores out. It made it a 1-score game. They get down to the 1 and they can't
They were
punch
going to do a quarterback sneak.
Yeah.
And they had 2 guys in the A gaps. Everyone's coming in. And so the quarterback's, I'll just try to go this way. And it didn't work. And
those spread offenses, that's their kryptonite, man. Those short yardage, I got to get 1 yard kind of deal. And it kind of came back to bite them. So shout out to CV, man. They look great. They look great, man.
Yeah.
There was
Front
no
runners,
rust.
I mean, they're looking like they're going to win DVL now, right?
And I think Yucca will be fine. They're going to probably win their next 2 games and get into the playoffs.
They'll probably make the playoffs. Still got to win, though,
Yeah, you still got to play them. But I would say they'd be the favorite,
Yeah.
especially knowing what we know about the teams coming up. But we'll get into that. But
it was a fun game to watch. I had a lot of fun.
It was awesome. So shout out to CV High School. Thanks for having us. We had a great time. There'll be more. We'll be releasing more content about that visit. But it was a great time. So moving on. So we're going to start the next set of games with our Thursday games. Palm Desert goes to Shadow Hills. 38-14. A little bit of a surprising score, huh, Coach?
Yeah, speaking of flat, I thought Shadow Hills came out a little flat too. I think they started playing around the second quarter, but I think Palm Desert, I don't know if Palm Desert, I think they were both surprised on how easy Palm Desert was scoring that first quarter, man. They could do no wrong. I mean, you practice on air and it looks like that, and AJ
Rivera's hitting everything.
Everything.
Man.
It was very easy. It was too easy.
Yeah.
It was weirdly easy, right? It was. They were up,
especially against a shadow defense. They're usually pretty stout in the secondary.
They started playing better. They had a long touchdown in the second half that really put a spark on their sideline. You can really tell. And but it just wasn't enough to
But it was
overcome
too
the
late
damage.
at that point. You're already down 24.
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of the game the prior week against Rancho, where Palm Desert just came out and totally stifled the offense and jumped out to a big lead. And I think maybe it was a short week, maybe because it was a short week that Shadow came out that first quarter a little bit flat. But once Palm Desert started rolling, it was just too late. You know, they couldn't really get back into the game at that point, especially with that defense.
I was just going to say, when you got a defense like that, it's easy to protect the lead, you know. So.
Yeah, and that defense did their thing again. I mean, a Shadow team that only scored 14 points. I mean, the Shadow can put up some points. They got weapons everywhere.
They put up 50 earlier in the year. So.
Yeah, so for them to come out and only get 14 on a Thursday, on a short week where there's not a lot of game planning going on, we thought it would kind of be a track meet, and it was a track meet in only one direction.
Yeah,
so. Hey, 2-1. Palm Desert's right there, man.
They're peaking at the right time.
Palm Desert's
man.
right there. They got
Coach
a big
40's got his boys playing.
They got a big one coming up this week, and we'll talk about that. But Palm Desert's right in contention for the league still. So shout out to those guys. They started with the rough one, and that just goes to show you guys this game's week to week, man.
Yeah.
One week you can feel like you're in the depths of hell, and then the next week, you come out and play over your head, and you're right back in it. So this game is always week to week.
That's what I love it.
That's why we love it. That's why we love it. Moving on to another Thursday game. 29 Palms goes into Indio, and the final score is 44, Indio 25. Not a big surprise on the score. I think we kind of anticipated 29 Palms would be a favorite in that one.
Yeah.
I think the bigger story in this game, unfortunately, is another altercation that we've heard about that is probably going to lead to some suspensions. We don't know exactly like anybody else.
Stay on the benches,
That's
guys.
just what we've heard is that there's going to probably be some stuff coming down the pipe for that one. So just another bet. That's not a good scene, not a good look for everybody. I mean, I don't know what the score was when the altercation took place, but if it's not a close score and guys are coming off the bench, you probably shouldn't be doing that,
When you're a senior, you only get 10 games, man. And if you get suspended for 3 or 4 of them, then that's half your year, man. That's not worth it.
It's not worth it. It's never worth it, guys. So, it's another we want to re-emphasize that
You want to
point.
make your plays. Yeah, you want to make your plays, man. You want to be out there with your friends and make your plays. You
only get 40 of these games, man, even if you play varsity 4 years. So cherish everyone. Don't lose them for some boneheaded thing coming out the sideline.
Let the coaches break the fight up. Just stay on the sideline.
So 29 Palms moves from 1-0 in DVL, though. That sets up a nice matchup next week with Coachella. So they'll be both playing for first place.
Yeah.
Coachella's probably gonna be favored, I would assume.
Coachella
look great.
They look good, man.
29 Palms gonna have their hands full. But hey, that's why they play.
Where are they playing? They playing in 29?
I believe up in 29.
All right.
So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. That's always a tough trip to make. So
good game.
Be a good game for the DVL next week.
Yeah.
Moving on with the wrap up, we're gonna move to some DEL action, Coach. Palm Springs 26, Xavier Prep 0. That's another kind of surprising score, right?
Yeah, I was looking forward to this game. I know that Xavier has a very good defense. I was going to see, what Palm Springs offense can be. Obviously, Palm Springs got probably the number 1 offense in DEL right now. So I was looking forward to the matchup, man. And, it looked like Palm Springs just ran kind of right through that defense a little bit. And
I think that matchup did kind of show some teeth, though. That Palm Springs, I was able to watch some film on it. Palm Springs put up points. Bishop Miller had them going, but they really had to run the ball to get. They couldn't really. Usually, Palm Springs going up and down with the passing game, and that was not the case. They ran the ball. They ran the heck out of the ball.
No, and I can attest to that. Those DBs that Xavier played really good football. So
yeah.
But that's what the question was. Could they run the ball? And they ran the ball.
They ran the ball.
Yeah.
It's even without their number 1 running back.
Yeah.
Jordan Johnson's still out. So Cole Rapo had to fill in a little bit.
Not bad.
Not a bad replacement.
Not a bad number 2 guy there.
And then you got Tank Smith, freshman phenom, carrying the rock and getting some nice little carries. Yeah, you look out for that kid the next 2 years. He's going to be something special. So I'm surprised with Xavier being blank, though. So I think we need to start talking about the Palm Springs, defense. I think it's an underrated unit.
Yeah, they're getting better and better. We just had the head coach in. He said they switched up the defense a few weeks ago, and they're starting to understand it better and play it faster and faster. And it's high school football, so the faster those kids understand their assignment and the faster they can get to the ball, the better. And it looked like that this Friday.
Yeah. Watching them on film, they looked like they were playing fast.
Yeah.
faster than when we saw him at La Quinta. So
yeah, 9 hats on the ball.
That's
fast.
That's pretty scary if that unit can improve.
Yeah.
So I mean, if they're gonna make a run though, that side of the ball's got to overperform, and they're doing it. So
yeah, you need defense in the playoffs.
Oh, you got to have some defense. You got to get stops.
Yeah.
So Palm Springs 8-0. Not a bad start.
That's a great year, man.
That's a good
I'm
year,
happy
man.
for those kids.
They got 2 tough ones to finish
They
out. It ain't
got
over
a
yet.
tough one. Yeah,
They got a tough one coming up this week. And then they got the rivalry, so it's not going to be easy.
Because technically, if they did lose, that's 4. You know, they go 4-1 league. There could be a shared.
We could be a title,
DVL.
sharing the title just like last year.
Yeah,
so we'll see. That's why it's interesting. That's why they play the game.
That's why they play.
We'll get to that more in the preview section. Another more DEL action. La Quinta 40. Rancho Mirage 13. So La Quinta kind of comes in and does what we expect.
Yeah, they ran the ball very efficiently. Roman, dropped back, found some receivers, but he also had some nice runs with his feet. And then Colt McCroy stepped in again at running back. He's just like a throwback player. He plays linebacker. He plays fullback. That's his main spot, fullback.
Right.
And then you lose the tailback. He's like, sure, I'll run. He steps back, and he's getting, I don't know what his average is, but I'd say it's like 6-7 yards a carry.
Not bad.
Just a really good kid, and he plays the game the right way. And if you get a chance to watch him play, man, he's fun, man. So hats off to him. Roman did a great job, commanding that offense. Defense did their thing. Rancho Mirage had some chances to score. They got down to the 10-yard line a few different times. They just couldn't punch it in.
Quinta kind of bowled up in the red zone.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you do on defense, right? You make them earn it. You don't give them any big plays, and then all of a sudden, they're high school kids. Just chances are they're going to make a mistake. That's a long drive, 10, 12 plays. That's a lot of mistake-free football to get down there.
Yeah.
And then the chances of them making a mistake goes up exponentially the longer the drive. So that's what they did, and they made some mistakes in the red zone. La Quinta win. So
yeah, and La Quinta. Another thing about La Quinta is they're maybe starting to get healthy a little bit. I'm hearing
that's what I'm hearing.
So that's a good time to start getting healthy. They got
right at the end towards
they got a tough one coming up this week as well. But yeah, La Quinta 2-1 in DEL, so they're right there as well. And depending on what happens next week, they still could be in contention for winning the whole thing. So
one game at a time for them, and you don't know what's going to happen at the end of the season, man. So
never know, especially with those rivalry games. Yeah. So 2-1, La Quinta's right there. Rancho Mirage moves to 0-2 or 0-3. So their chances of making the playoffs are slim, but they still can shock some people and go 2-0. So it's never over. But
they could. I've seen it happen. So
you never know. You never know. You
got to keep fighting hard.
It's week to week in this business. So moving on to the Sun Valley League, this new league that we're kind of been talking about. Cathedral City 20, Desert Mirage 14. Good game, huh?
Yeah.
Good game out in Desert Mirage.
Any passes that game?
I wanted to check I was looking for a box score, but I couldn't find anything.
That would be awesome if it was all runs, man.
I think it probably was about 90% running, just knowing those two teams. So apparently Desert Mirage jumped out a little early on them, 14-7. And then Cat City, man, the Lions, as they do, they made a little comeback there in the fourth quarter. And Trace Vargas is one of their main running backs. He scored the final touchdown in the fourth quarter and put Cat City over the top. So big road win for Cat City. And
that's a big win. Yeah,
puts them at 1-0 in league. You know, so that's what everybody wants to be.
Yeah,
that Sun Valley League is going to be pretty competitive. Looking at some of these scores. So Cat City's
good job, Cat City.
Cat City still got a chance to win league. So. Goes to show you, it's all not how you start, it's how you finish. So
100%.
Moving on to another Sun Valley. Now this one was the game of the week in the Sun Valley. Banning 28, Desert Hot Springs 27. Man, Banning goes up to Desert Hot Springs and gets a 1-point win. Man, dang. And reading up about this game, it looks like a safety was the difference.
Yeah, I heard that. At the beginning of the game, there's a safety, man. That's tough when you get a safety.
Man, that's tough.
And then to lose by 1 point.
So, I mean, Desert Hot Springs was in control of this game, apparently. They had a lead.
So that's pretty impressive. Banning's putting up big numbers. I mean, I was reading about one of the receivers has got like 2,000 yards already. So,
yeah,
for them to be in that game just shows you they're a good football team.
Yeah.
I want to watch them play. I want to watch Banning play. I haven't seen them.
Yeah, we got to get some film on Banning. So anybody out there in Banning,
send it our way.
Some film so we can break it down. But pretty exciting game. I guess Banning had to come back in the fourth quarter and score a touchdown late to kind of pull ahead. But Desert Hot Springs, man, they're right there. They're right there.
Golden Eagles, man.
Golden Eagles are
That's
fighting,
a tough one to lose.
Coach P still got those dudes fighting. They start off 0-1, but like anything can happen.
Those are the type of losses that stay with you, man. It'll be like 2 years from now, you'll wake up in bed and go, dang.
Right. So,
shouldn't have gave up that safety.
Yeah, those always give you nightmares, man.
Yeah.
But still got 2 games to go, so the season's not over. We got a long way
Keep battling.
To go. Yeah, Desert Hot Springs got a good chance to go 2-0 to end the season and get themselves in the playoffs. So
yeah,
we'll be looking at that in the next segment. Next score, Desert Christian Academy 51, Hamilton 7. So
another W.
Yeah, another W.
Keep
8-0
rolling
for the Conquerors, man. I don't think they're gonna lose in the regular season. I've been saying it, and I think they're proving me right. So 8-0, they're just chugging along, not really having any close games.
Got a great coaching staff.
Kids
are executing.
Got young talent.
That's all you can do.
Hey, man. You can only win what's on the schedule, right? People saying they're not playing anybody, but hey, they beat everybody that they played. Yeah. So
that's all you can do.
That's all you can do as a team. So
it'll be interesting how the playoff
keep it up. Yeah, I think we're gonna have a lot more to say about Desert Christian as we get towards the playoffs.
Good job, guys.
It'll just depend on the draw and where they put them. But they got a chance.
Fun.
They got a chance to make a run. We might be seeing. They might be the last team standing.
They're looking good.
It's a good bet that they might be the last team standing. Then lastly, final score of the week: San Jacinto Valley 47, Desert Chapel 41. So it was a close game. Game. Desert Chapel scores 41 points.
You should be able to win if you score 41, man.
Yeah, but the thing about Desert Chapel, as we've been saying, it's always if the defense shows up.
Yeah.
And the defense gave up 47. Close game though. Desert Chapel's trending in the right direction. I think they probably need a couple more bodies.
Yeah,
coaches will be out there this offseason.
Always takes like 3 years. I don't know how long the coach has been there. I think he got hired.
They've only been playing. I think last year was their first 11-man season. Yeah, so they haven't been playing 11.
Year 3, I think that's usually when you turn it around.
Yeah, and they're just building right now. They got to get some bodies probably in the school. I don't think the school's a really big population, so they got to get some more bodies in there. Getting closer though. Getting closer. I think the Desert Chapel, give them a year or 2.
Score a bunch of points, and they're doing that. So
now we just got to figure out how to get a couple stops.
Yeah,
and we'll be right there. So we'll be looking for them in the future to be building something out there in Palm Springs. But so that's going to do it for the Week 9 wrap up. We'll be back with the Week 10 preview after a word from our sponsors.
Got dirty carpets, tile, or furniture? Trust the Carpet and Tile Care Company, your family-run experts. We bring sparkle back to your home with top-notch cleaning services, reliable, affordable, and eco-friendly. Call us today. We can be reached at carpetcarrot.co. Phone number 760-773-5882.
Tired of payroll headaches? iPay Solutions is your local payroll and HR partner right here in the Coachella Valley. From direct deposits to compliance, we handle the details so you can focus on growing your business. iPay Solutions, local, reliable, and built for your success. Welcome back, everybody, to Desert Valley Blitz. We're going to move on to our Week 10 preview. We got some good games on the slate this week, Coach. So, Coach Josh, what is our Week 10 Coach Josh game of the week?
We thought about it. We went through all the games, and it's got to be Palm Springs, Palm Desert.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Palm Springs looking like they might win the DEL title this week. I mean, if they with the W, but Palm Desert seems to be peaking at that right time. Very stingy defense. It's going to be a good game, man. So that's got to be the game of the week for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I think Palm Springs going to Palm Desert, that's an advantage for Palm Desert. And like you said, Palm Desert just is clicking. They're hitting their stride in the final couple of weeks here, and that's what you want to do.
If that offense played like it did last week, they're going to be very hard to beat. Yeah. So they looked efficient on offense. Defense, they've already proven they can play defense week in, week out. So. It's going to be, I mean, obviously Palm Springs 8-0, you got to give them the favorite. Like they'll probably, you want to, chances are they're going to win, but it's not going to be easy.
But if they get caught, it could be the Palm Desert team that catches them. If somebody could beat them, it could be Palm Desert. Just
it's hard to go undefeated. It's a long season. That's a lot of greatness. It's a lot of perfect plays. It's a lot of good games. So, the pressure's on. It's starting to build. So, I'm rooting for them, though. I would love to see a 10-0 team.
Right.
Especially in the DEL. It hasn't happened in a long time.
Yeah.
So.
And Palm Desert got that defense that can at least, I think, slow down. I don't think you're going to totally stop Palm Springs. Just they got so much talent. And Bishop Miller's,
very efficient quarterback.
He's gonna get them in the right play and and lead them. But at the same time, Palm Desert does have some talent that can slow them down. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. And from a league perspective, Palm Desert is basically they can win that game. They're right back in contention to win the whole thing.
Yep.
So it's a pretty important game from a league perspective because if Palm Springs wins that game, they're now 4-0. They got their rivalry game coming. Anything can happen in that rivalry game, but this is the one that if you look at the schedule, this is the one that Palm Desert could catch them if things go their way. So
if someone's going to catch them, it's going to be this week.
It's going to be this week. So game of the week, I agree. We're looking forward to that one. Should be an interesting matchup.
Can't wait. It's going to be fun.
It's always a good time in those teams. They're old DVL rivals from back in the day, from the 80s. And so it's always good to see these guys battling out for a league title. Yeah. So game of the week for sure. Moving on to the preview, Shadow Hills is going to La Quinta. So another interesting matchup, right?
Always a tough matchup, man. Shadow Hills, La Quinta games are always very tough. I think Shadow Hills is going to come in. People like to beat La Quinta sometimes. So sometimes those players play extra hard. At least that's what it feels like. But,
for sure.
At the moment, La Quinta looks like they're up and up. Their run game, pass games clicking, defense is showing up. Shadow Hills with the suspension still kind of finding an identity, I guess, without them. They came out a little flat last week. I mean, I don't know how to sugarcoat it, but if their Shadow Hills team from past experiences, they're going to come out hard, and La Quinta's going to have to earn it. So that's what I'm expecting. So it's going to be a good game. Their offense is high powered. They can put up points in bunches. La Quinta has got a nice running game, so you don't want to get behind if you're La Quinta. So it could be a really tough game. So
and I think Shadow Hills coming in, they always play La Quinta tough. I don't think the records, because Shadow Hills and La Quinta guys, they know each other, man.
Yep.
They go to school together. Yeah. They play, Pop Warner together, so they know each other.
It's probably
so
a question of what school you're going to go to.
It is, and we're kind of seeing that with some of the kids I coach right now. So those kids know each other, so they always, even though it's not technically a rivalry game, it's played like a rivalry game because the kids and the coaches all know each other. So I'm expecting a good game. I think La Quinta's favored, like you said, but Shadow Hills, they got a ton of talent.
I'm expecting them to come and play. So
if they play up to their capabilities, they can beat anyone.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be an interesting game, and it's almost a game that Shadow Hills kind of has to win after last week. So La Quinta with a win would be right in the driver's seat for second place, or even contending for, depending on how Palm Springs Palm Desert goes, contending for that league as well.
Another good game. I mean, it could have been the game of the week too. I mean, it's an interesting matchup for sure.
We're definitely looking forward to that one. Another DEL matchup coming up. Rancho Mirage is going to Xavier Prep. So both teams coming off a little rough last week performance.
Yeah,
they're going to be both looking to get back on the winning track there.
Yeah, same thing with Rancho Mirage. They had those suspensions, and it seems like they're floundering a little bit. But I know Coach Matthews is going to have those guys ready to go. It's going to be a tough fought game. Xavier still looking for a little bit of identity on offense. It seems like defense, they're stout as always.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a good game.
Should be a good matchup.
I think it is.
Should be a good matchup. Rancho's going to have a hard time against that defense, and vice versa. I think Xavier's going to. It's going to be a defensive battle. I'm expecting a little bit lower scoring game in that one.
Yeah, for sure.
Because Rancho still is missing a couple guys. They'll finally be off suspension the following week. But there's both of them got to win. If they want any chance. At the playoffs, they both got to win. So they should be fighting tooth and nail for this one.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game.
It's almost like an elimination game. So
they're all good games, man. I like them all, man.
DEL is tough, man. There's no easy victories in the DEL. And we've been saying it since the beginning. So we're proven to be right. Because there's not a bad team there. Moving on to the DVL this week, the matchups in the DVL. Coachella Valley at 29 Palms, going up to that new stadium up there. Coach Johnson coming off the big victory. I know he was excited to go up there for the first time. I think CV, impressive, man. They were impressive last week. They look like they're back. They're back, and they
were ready to play.
They're getting on the roll at the right time, right?
Yeah, we got to meet a couple players, Javi Olivia and his younger brother Julian.
No, that's right.
They were good, man. It was fun watching them play. It's really interesting when you get to play with your brother on the team, though.
Yeah, right? That's kind of cool, man.
It's a good memory.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It was fun. It was just fun watching them play and enjoy the moment. And it was a big victory, and they were both very important in that victory and on that defensive effort. And yeah, it was fun. So I would probably give them the edge in this matchup. But you still got to go out of town.
Get on that bus.
That mountain.
Yeah, get on that yellow and go up the bus.
And 29 is no slouch, so you have to earn it.
29, but we don't know what's going on if 29 has any suspensions or what's going on with that. That may affect the game, but I think CV is going to be the favorite regardless, just because of the way that offense looked. They looked great in the first half. Yeah. They look like they're becoming CV again, what we're kind of accustomed to in terms of putting up points. Yeah, and their defense was pretty impressive too. I got to say, the second half they looked great.
Yucca Valley's good. They can score in bunches.
Yucca's a tough offense.
They contained it pretty well.
Definitely slowed them down.
Clyde King did not get off like we're used to him running, and they had him bottled up all night, and that's definitely a defensive scheme thing. So hats off to them.
Yeah, Arabs trending in the right direction at the right time. Another DVL matchup this week. Indio is going of Yucca, going up to Yucca. That's going to be a tough game for Indio, especially Yucca's a little bit upset about their performance.
I would imagine.
So I believe Aiden Pope may break his own record this week and score 7 in a game. I don't know. If he does, I wouldn't be surprised. That kid is pretty special talent. But yeah, that's going to be a tough one for Indio. I think Yucca's got to get some aggression out on somebody.
Yeah.
And unfortunately for my Rajas, it may be our turn to take a beating. But I mean, that Yucca's going to be pretty heavily favored in that one.
I would imagine, yeah.
Yeah, so they get back on track and get back into the contention for making the playoffs.
Indio could do. I mean, I know they're still moving some pieces around. Maybe they can find the right recipe. So
yeah, but tough task.
Yeah,
but we'll see. That's where you never know what could happen. It's football.
It's high school football.
Anything can happen.
Yeah, that's why I love it.
Anything can happen. Moving on. So now we'll move on to the Sun Valley League. An interesting matchup here. Desert Mirage is going up the hill to Desert Hot Springs. So Desert Hot Springs, another team that's kind of going to be practicing with a little bit more anger this week because of that 1-point loss to Banning.
Yeah.
Desert Mirage also coming off a tight loss to Cat City. Both are 0-1 in league, so both are basically playing an elimination game this week. They got to win this game.
Two different styles of football. You got a run team, and then you got DHS with the spread scheme, and it's going to be a good matchup, I think.
Yeah, and styles make fights, right?
Yeah.
So if Desert Mirage can get a little lead and just lean on that run game, make it tougher. Make it tough for Desert Hot Springs. But Desert Hot Springs got so many offensive weapons.
I'd give them the edge a little bit, but still got to play.
And they're going up there, which is always an advantage, going up to somebody else's house and trying to beat them there. And both these teams know each other. They were in the same league last year.
Yeah, for a long time they've been playing against each other.
So it won't be anything new. Those coaches know each other very well. I expect a pretty good game though. Like I said, elimination game. So you better bring your A game because this is an important one.
It's getting close to the end here, man. You gotta start getting some W's.
That's it. And then I think the Sun Valley game of the week is the next one we're going to preview. Cat City at Banning. So both teams are 1-0.
Another stylistic matchup.
This game is going to determine first place in the league with 1 to go. So it's a very important game. Cat City going to lean on that run game.
Yeah,
they're nasty up front. They're going to try and control. Banning's got the explosive. So it's kind of a mirror of that other game where you got a team that runs the ball, tries to take the air out of the game, and then you got a Banning team that wants to throw it, 50 times and score 60 points.
They throw it a bunch.
So, and they got weapons. So it'd be pretty good for Cat City to control the ball and not let that offense on the field.
Yeah.
So another style game that's going to be very interesting. Probably the Sun Valley game of the year so far. Winner's going to be in the driver's seat to win that whole thing. Going to Banning, I think probably they got a little edge. Just they're at home.
I think so too.
Cat City got to get on the road, but Cat City, man, impressive job by that coaching staff, man.
Yeah, and like you said earlier in the year, run game travels, man. So they can get up in points, and I know they love that T formation, and I love it too.
Right.
And then I know they keep their DBs back a lot, so it might help keep a lot of the pass game underneath. They can contain Banning, so it's. Good, another good game.
Yeah.
Another good game.
It'll come down to who makes the least mistakes.
That's why you play.
That's why you play. So and then the interesting game, that game will definitely be one to watch though, because it's gonna have big time playoff implications.
100%.
Moving on to our other games, Desert Christian Academy is going at St. Jean, which I don't know too much about, but I do know a lot about Desert Christian, and I do know they've been scoring about 60 points a game.
A lot of points.
So I don't anticipate that to change. I don't know much about their opponent, but I don't believe that they're going to stop the Desert Christian train.
No.
What are you thinking, Coach?
No, they look unstoppable at this point. I mean, another team. It's weird that we have 2 undefeated teams in the desert this late in the season.
It's pretty rare. Pretty rare.
Pretty cool though. Just enjoy it. If you're a player on one of those teams, just really enjoy it because it is kind of rare.
Yeah,
so
it's rare. It doesn't happen a lot.
Yeah.
So enjoy it. But I think the party continues for DCA this week. I don't see them getting beat, honestly, in the regular season. So for them, just staying healthy is the key at this point.
Yeah. And keep getting better though. Playoffs can be tough. So
yeah,
I'm sure there's, as a coach, if I was over there, I'm sure there still feels like there's a lot of stuff to get better at. So
absolutely. You're always looking for stuff as a coach to get better at. But
that's our job.
That's what we do. So don't get mad at us players if we're always on you.
Yeah.
So we're expecting Desert Christian to keep it rolling. And then the last game that we're looking at this week is Desert Chapel at Vasquez. So Desert Chapel got to jump on the road after that close loss at home last week.
Yeah.
Desert Chapel looking to get that second win. They got a pretty good chance this week. Vasquez, and they got that offense rolling. They're scoring a lot of points. It's just if the defense shows up and gets a couple stops for them, that's always going to be the key.
Just a couple stops. That's all you need. If you're scoring 50 a game, man, you just need 2 stops. You would think,
right?
So
just a couple stops, one turnover here and there.
That's all you need.
That's all you need,
Strip
man.
the ball.
So Desert Chapel, let's get a couple stops, and we're gonna get in that win category, man. So we'll be pulling for you guys, and that's gonna do it for our Week 10 preview, Coach. Moving on, man. We're getting close to the end here.
Yeah,
it's been a fun ride, but
it's been fun.
I'm looking forward. Now we can start looking at maybe some playoff matchups next week.
I can't wait.
It's gonna be fun. So. If you guys enjoyed that, you guys know the routine. Like, subscribe, and follow. And we'll see you next time on Desert Valley Blitz.